Hey guys, it's Riley and welcome to my channel on this lovely Tuesday. Today's trans education video is going to be based around pronouns, the importance of pronouns, stuff about pronouns, pretty much everything pronouns. And I want to talk about pronouns because pronouns are incredibly important to validate somebody's identity, and they're incredibly important to people in general. We use pronouns all the time and they're a very important part of society itself. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the validation of someone's identity. When you misgender someone or use the wrong pronouns for them, it's saying that they are not perceived as a certain gender no matter how they are trying to be perceived as such. Whether they're presenting as the gender or not, someone's pronouns are their pronouns and their pronouns need to be respected. And with that, I say if you don't know someone's pronouns, and it doesn't matter what you think they are, if they have not told you their pronouns, you don't know their pronouns. So I'd suggest sticking with they, them, or gender-neutral pronouns. And there are people that will argue with you and say, oh, well, using they, them isn't proper, but let me give you an example. We use they, them pronouns all the time. When you see a backpack laying down and you don't see anybody around it, you say, oh, they left their backpack there. You don't immediately go into gendering whose backpack that is. So really, we use they, them pronouns, gender-neutral pronouns all the time, and people are just being assholes if they refuse to use them because they're improper. And someone's pronouns may be completely different from the way they appear. Someone's pronouns are basically used to reinforce the gender identity that they identify with. So it could be completely different from the traditional expression of gender that they choose to use. Someone could use she, her pronouns, female pronouns, but present masculine, and that's an okay thing to do. And assigned sex at birth, assigned gender at birth has absolutely nothing to do with pronouns. People traditionally tend to use female or male pronouns depending on what they were assigned at birth, especially if they're cisgender and their birth gender correlates with their gender identity. But it's important to recognize that not everybody is like that. The next thing I wanted to talk about is that it's incredibly hurtful and rude if someone's pronouns are blatantly disrespected. This has happened to me a lot, especially when I was coming out, not so much now, but people would refuse to use male pronouns or he, him pronouns when referring to me. They would stick with she, her pronouns, they would use female pronouns in any aspect they got, no matter how many times I asked and corrected them nicely and said, hey, my pronouns are he, him, his. And it's incredibly rude and hurtful, and it can affect someone's mental health and how they feel about themselves, and it's just not a good time. Accidentally screwing up and then quickly apologizing, correcting yourself, and moving on is one thing, but then deliberately doing it over and over again is another. And if you screw up someone's pronouns, odds are it's better to just correct yourself quickly. If you realize that if they correct you, just correct yourself, say, oops, sorry, move on. Making a big deal out of it, especially in front of a bigger group of people, is not always a good idea because it's singling that individual out. And it can make them incredibly uncomfortable, and odds are it'll make you uncomfortable too. The last thing I wanted to touch on is that you do not get to choose somebody else's pronouns. No matter what you think they are, no matter what this person looks like, you don't get to choose. If someone tells you their pronouns, those are their pronouns. And you don't have a choice in that. Just like you don't get to decide someone's gender, you don't get to decide someone's pronouns. It's just how the other person is, it's how they identify, and that's their business, not yours, and you have to respect that. And there are different pronouns. He, him, his, they, them, theirs, she, her, hers, sie, them, their. There are a lot of pronouns that are coming to use that are gender neutral or no gender. And it's important to recognize and educate yourself on the pronouns. I don't have enough knowledge on all the non-binary pronouns, but I'm sure you could look it up and there'd be a lot of information there and ready at hand for you to listen to. And that's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to touch on pronouns, let you guys know that they are incredibly important and everything like that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what are your pronouns. And if you like this video so much, you might want to subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos a week, one on Tuesday and one on Thursday, so that is 2 videos a week coming your way. Thursday. If you feel so inclined, you can follow me on all of my personal social media, which is at the Riley Kyle everywhere. All the links to all of my social media will be in the description. And if you want, you can check out my side channel, youtube.com/RileyKyleVlogs daily. The link will be below. I've been doing weekly vlogs, so that's pretty cool. You're getting one video a week on there. I am also still holding a giveaway for a copy of Binge by Tyler Oakley. It's on my Tumblr. The link to the Tumblr post will be below. You can read that, figure out how to enter, and all that good stuff. And that's really all I wanted to say. Again, I hope you enjoyed. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye!